So our theme for today was gonna go around like the current energies and talking about Mercury being retrograde, in addition to all the other planets already retrograding on us. So it's hilarious that we're having some technical stuff going on because that's kind of what we're talking about. So yeah, thank you for your patience and welcoming everyone. We want to continue having these lives with you and have it being more like interactive. So you can ask us questions and you can join in on the conversation. So we get to have even more fun and connect even deeper together, because that's the whole point. The whole point is not just for you to listen to us, like we actually want you to participate and join in on the conversation. So it gets a lot more fun. So if you have any questions, any comments, anything, let us know in the comments and let's co-create some magical moments together.
Yay, that's what we're here for.
Okay, Janneke, good with the sound.
Do you hear it also 2 times?
Like here is perfect. Is there okay?
Yeah, I hear myself 2 times. But I have the sound off on the YouTube, but something goes still.
Just take the sound off of your computer, like put in the minimum sound. Use only your phone. If you're only using your phone, you will not have that.
Yeah, but I don't know if Zoom is now recording your, if I do the lower, the sound.
It works.
It still works on the Zoom?
Yeah, okay, you just need to have the microphone on. You don't need to hear it.
So, people on YouTube, let us know if you can hear us. Or on the Facebook, let us know if you can hear us. No idea.
Instagram, we're good, right? You can hear both of us.
Yeah? Yes, hello, Hara. Hello.
Hey, brothers, welcome.
Yes, it's about the current energies. And there's a lot of planets in retrograde, and Mercury retrogrades a lot of times about like miscommunication. So that's all happening. Is it happening in your life? Let us know. Let's talk about it. And the more you talk about it, the more you're like opening your throat chakra, the more you are sharing your truth, and the more we come together with Soul Tribe. So if you have any questions to us, like, let us know, and we're very happy to have you here.
So yeah, seriously, everyone, like how has your life been lately? And did you feel the shift when Mercury went retrograde 2 days ago? Do you feel anything? Do you have like anything that was like postponed, rescheduled, canceled, just miscommunication? Like, have you had any of that in your life, or is it just us? Because for me, like, on the day that it turned retrograde, like all these things were like rescheduled and canceled in my life, and today as well, and like these technical stuff going on. So it's hilarious. It's also like we just entered Virgo season, so we just went from like shining and radiating as lions in Leo season to like become much more like grounded and attentive to details and structure and all of that. So just translating very like intuitively or whatever the current energies is like really time to ground, to be in nature, to ground, to slow down a little so we can think clearly and reevaluate some stuff in our lives that needs some reevaluation. And even though like we say the planet of communication, Mercury, is retrograde, and whether you believe in astrology or not, is just kind of what I've been observing in my life, and we all been observing it, I think. And yeah, sometimes we also can go faster when we get a little slower, if that makes sense, you know, like that you can get somewhere faster if you have the time to relax and ground and reorganize and rethink and schedule and all of that. So I guess that's kind of where we are right now. And for me, it feels really good. Like it feels like, yeah, I needed some like grounding and gentle energy, connecting with nature and relaxing a little in my life. So it feels really good. And and yeah, so even though all of this is happening, we also really want to talk about speaking our voice, expressing ourselves, and letting ourselves be felt and heard and seen, so we can freaking find each other, because that's the whole point, is that we find each other. Yeah, that's kind of where we are right now, what we want to talk about today.
Someone asked, is this astrology? This is astrology and so much more. It's astrology, but then putting it in your everyday life. So what is happening in the stars and in astrology, what is happening in you and your reality? How much affects and what are you feeling? What you also say, what's really resonating with me about what you're saying, like before that, much more higher energy, like much more fierce energy, but now it's more grounded. I really feel that because in July, I think almost the whole of July, I had like much higher frequency and energy, and now it's more like more peaceful. But I still I'm okay, but it's not so high as it was before. It's more like peaceful and tranquil. Someone says, job fired, new job applied, isn't succeeding, guided, hermiting, revisiting deeper understanding, family calming roots. Okay, wow. There's a lot of things going on in your world. So, but yeah, that's sometimes when you have more time for yourself, you can really go deeper into what is happening in your reality and deeper inner work. So I'm also glad that I have time and place for that. And I also understand a lot of people, when they go from job to like normal job, then you don't always have time for this. So I wish you lots of success and strength and lots of love by going through all of this. And I think we always like go deeper layers of understanding what's happening in this reality and the understanding of self-realizations. So that's really interesting. And I really feel like I just did when you said like what's happening in your reality. I was doing a detox. I did 3 days only fruits, melons, and grapes, mostly melons, watermelon. And I felt like a new frequency again, and also parasite glands. So I think I'm cleansing out some things, and then because of that, also some frustrations come out and some like miscommunications. So I also had what you say, like the miscommunications you were having, I have also today. So it's interesting. It's really interesting. And also know that in the moment. When you trigger, you say things that you don't always mean or something, and then it's almost like something else takes over. like angry, frustrating thing, and I say something, and then my partner says something, and so and then later on, sorry, and it's all good again. But it's funny how these things work. So people, do you also have more like triggerings in your reality right now? Let us know. Do you believe in aliens? That's the question.
Well, I just made a video. I just posted a reel about that. So go check that out. That's my answer. That's my answer. I just posted a video about that. So
interesting.
Oh, I'm feeling some funny energies. I'm just feeling some funny energies, but it feels really good. Feels really good. Yeah. So Wow, like you can't make this shit up. Can you make this shit up? I don't think you can. Like, whether you believe in astrology or not, it's like, can you deny, or is it not happening in your reality where you're having weird things with communication and electronics and stuff like that? Like, you can't make this up. And it's funny, like, usually I, like, we talk, and like when I start talking, it's hard to shut up. And right now in this moment, I feel more like grounded and a little serious and like Virgo, you know. I feel Virgo. I feel Virgo. So I'm like observing and feeling and being present with what is, more than talking about it, actually, which is hilarious because we are live. So that's kind of funny.
So
This is so hilarious.
Cheryl is watching. Facebook, Sarah's watching, and also Marie. Hello, Marie. Hello, Marie. And so I still had I had like some great talks also last days. And I have Marie, I have a podcast tomorrow. Yay! So I have a lot of talks with all sorts of things. Like a lot of like really cool talks. I had already this one, and then another one coming. So it's cool. Someone says apologies from a bird Virgo. Maybe you
understand. We love it. We love the Virgos. I love me the Virgos. I'm a Capricorn, so I love the earth and the whole detail orientation and structure and nurturance and wisdom of the Virgo. So it's not an apology, it's more like a thank you, brother, thank you. We appreciate the groundedness, you know.
Yeah, my partner is also a Virgo, and he's very also like what you said, nurturing, but he's also very detail organized. Like he sees details that I don't even see. But also he would say story. We would have the same story, but he would tell it totally different, with much more detail. This is really funny, like much more detail. But he thinks like I like skip it, but I think goes really deep into it. But it's just like the star sign. Everybody has different star sign, and also different how they communicate life. It's really interesting how that works. And but also knowing yourself, like really checking their star signs. And also I had one time a bird reading, and it's like it gives you so much insight in yourself. And that is why I like astrology. I still have no idea of certain things, what is real, what is not real, because like certain things I'm still yeah, with all the things that they said to us that I'm like doubting. I doubt like almost all reality now. The sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, extra. If this plane is round or if it's flat, or is extra terrain there, and all sorts of things. So is this like really stars, or is it like are they all real? So it's like that's why I have like a sort of like reluctancy against astrology, but on the other side, what is saying, what is happening, and how you should feel is exactly how I'm feeling. So must be something there.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, again, which is hilarious because this is very Virgo and very grounding. And the grounding aspect of it, for example, there is like Vedic astrology, but honestly, it doesn't resonate with me. I've looked into it. I've seen my charts there. I have my chart in Vedic astrology, but for me, just didn't resonate. So whether it's real or not, it's just funny, literally hilarious to see like some synchronicities between people with the same zodiac sign. So whether it's real or not, I just think it's funny. I feel it's amusing. And I've heard also a quote from someone saying that millionaires don't pay attention to astrology, billionaires do. And I found that very interesting. So again, whether you believe astrology or not, whether you believe in aliens or not, whether you believe the earth is flat or round or a square or a hologram or like whatever it is, a little bunny, like whatever you believe the earth is, like ultimately is like, is that what matters the most? Like, is that like a really important conversation and priority for us right now with everything else that's happening on earth? Or are we like getting distracted and too occupied? And again, I made a video about this, getting too distracted and occupied with believing this, believing that we then like do not focus our attention into what is relevant and a priority right now. So that's kind of how I see it, like that it's nice to think and wonder and try to figure it out, while at the same time is like, is that just another distraction? Is just another thing that makes us disagree and causes more separation and distraction instead of us focusing on a goal and on a priority? So whether you're aware or not, and I'm curious, please let us know if you feel like sharing. Do you have any idea like what's happening on Earth in terms of, like, to not go too deep into it, but in terms of money and the financial system and the educational system and the system in general and food and environmental stuff and technology and AI? Like, do you have any idea where we currently are as humanity on Earth right now? Or are we getting too distracted with the aliens or with whatever, you know, like what is important?
Yeah, no, said one person. So, but they were like very, very interesting times, because more and more truth is coming out about all of the things that you said. More people are aware. But you said also because of a lot of distractions or like narratives that all the time going on, people are so like, a lot of chaos out there and a lot of confusion, and people don't know what to deal with it. But on the other hand, a lot of people wake up through it. Because of that, they're waking up. And yeah, I see someone is in the middle of big shift. There's a lot of big shifts happening in the world. And I also believe that more and more like people are going to like spiritual awakening, and that we are more than just our like bodies and just beings here. We are more like spirits, and we are like seeing deeper. Yeah, there's more to it. There's more to this whole place. What is happening in this world? And they want you to be distracted, only busy with what's on the television, and be fearful. Yeah. And someone says more complex levels. Yeah, so more deeper. Go in deeper levels of what's happening. So that is can be sometimes very complex, but at one point everything comes together. What you were saying all makes sense. All the puzzle pieces together.
So yeah, like we're getting bombarded like all the time with different information and different like topics that are meant to polarize and separate and cause like literally energy. It causes energy when you put out a topic and people discuss the topic, and like they keep discussing, and one believes the earth is flat and the other believes it's this and that, and they spend hours, literally they spend their life force arguing over something that was probably most definitely put there exactly for that reason, because now you're getting distracted. And this is something that is kind of sad for me to see sometimes in the conscious spiritual community, because people get so distracted and like they take the bait all the time. They take the bait. So we put like a gender thingy out. We put the AI stuff out. We put this thing out. The earth is flat, the earth is not, the vegan, the not vegan, this or that. And people are like, oh yeah. Like they just spend their life force energy on things that are meant to distract you and to drain you from your energy. And as people who perceive themselves to be conscious and aware or spiritual or whatever, I feel it's also our job to discern which of these topics are distractions put there on purpose, and also to see if we are too out of body, like thinking about the aliens, thinking about this and that, while meanwhile Earth is going through something, and we should take a look at that and do something about that. And I didn't know I was gonna talk about all of this. I guess hashtag I'm a little triggered. But yeah, like people who perceive themselves as being conscious or aware or the chosen ones in whatever way, then how are you getting so distracted? Because it's kind of weird. So can we, again, this is also very Virgo, ground into what is important more than like, what is more important? For example, that we have clean water and healthy food to eat, and that we have trees and animals that keep us literally alive and the earth functioning? Or is it more important to discuss this alien or that alien, or if the earth is flat or not? Like, what is more important? Like, what is the priority? So it's also our job to discern through that, and to ground and to focus on what's more important. That's just my opinion, my humble, unique opinion in this moment.
Yeah, I feel like everybody has their own role. So everybody focuses on different things. So I also understand certain people thinking like this is really important, and then like why it is important for them. So that's why we all have different. And I feel like we have like overall we are not fixed on one thing, because we are really like I feel like we are very open-minded to have different perspectives out there, and that can live together. Like, let's unite. Like, you believe this, I believe this, but we can still love each other. We can still make a difference in this world, and we can still unite and be nice to each other. So that's why this is for me, like, I understand other people, but I really feel like I want my focus is really on uniting people, and giving like a perspective of the future, what's like you can that will like. It's like I really always feel it's get better because we can better. We understand ourselves better. We understand this reality better. We're understanding each other, and I really feel like we're getting more into our power. And that is what I really like. And I also focus on like helping. Like I also want to be good in the now, enjoying this reality. With everything you know and all of this. How can we still make sure that we enjoy this reality as much as possible? And I also want to help others when they're not going through such a good time. Like, how can we help them shift their perspective, or give them hope, and all sort of things. And I'm just like have them the peace in the moment. Whatever's happening, will be okay. Because a lot of people are like in their mind with so many things busy. It's not here right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you for sharing that. My energy was getting a little fiery, and that's the point, is that like no matter how we perceive certain things in our reality, that the most important thing is that we respect, honor, and love each other, and that we can come together with like with the same purpose. So like it doesn't matter if um someone's a vegan and really feels that that's the healthiest thing, and someone is a carnivore and really think that that's the best thing. It doesn't matter like our preferences, because again, this is part of the beauty of life, that we all get to have different tastes and different experiences, and that's literally the beauty of it. But ultimately it's like us coming together, no matter the differences that we have in our perspectives. And yes, that we enjoy this life, that even if we are sure about something, or if we're not sure about anything, whether we are super clear or believing in one perspective, or if we just allow different perspectives to marinate in our minds, that we also get to enjoy this moment. Yeah, because that's the whole point. Because if we're not enjoying ourselves, like what's the point? If we're just like in our minds trying to figure everything out, but then we're not happy right here right now, that's kind of boring, you know. And it's also part of it, we also get to have that experience of thinking and wondering and seeing perspectives and doing research and asking other people what they think and all of that. But ultimately, how are we enjoying ourselves, and how are we coming together as well?
Yeah, and Cheryl also said like we need to respect each other's views even if they're somewhat different. That is the most important. But and as someone says also, the so-called aliens or extraterrestrials, as like I see them as energy memories, not as friends, teachers, family. And that is yeah, because I understand you feeling that as well, because we all like I think we don't know our like real origins, where we came from, and we will be very surprised to find out. And we were very surprised when we read out, but it's like we remember anyway. We remember our soul contract, remembering you're on the path where you need to be, remembering people that you like resonate with very quickly. There's like probably already from a past life, but who knows where you were in that past life. So that's all really interesting, and that's why like we also like come together as soul tribe. You really feel like you can trust these people. You can just tell them whatever they want to tell them. Like Cheryl, who is now here, we had yesterday funny. We also like telling like a lot of things. So that is like that recognition that you have that standing from like people come from the same place, and we understand each other. And that is like. And that is so right. Yeah, like the more you are just yourself, sharing out there, people will feel that and will come to you. Yeah. And that is like even though like when we first met each other was also me. And that was funny because we first had this workshop, but we met also in that evolution tour. Even there already, so it was really fun. Really short and yeah, these people you meet immediately if you know them already, or like they feel really you resonate with them, like as if you know them already for a long time. That is, and we're coming together. We find each other, and then not only online, but at one point we will find each other also more offline, I hope. But at this moment, a lot of times it's online. But I'm glad. I'm like in the middle of nowhere in the mountains of Spain, and I can talk with everybody, whoever is on this planet online. I really like that.
that just like reminded me like when I met most of my dragon friends, including you, because like you were the first dragon friend I met on the very first day I saw dragons. I was with Yannicka, you guys, and that was the day we met. And there is this thing where we talk like English and we talk human languages, but there's also something where we can literally just speak like language, and there's like a deeper and even deeper understanding of what's present and being shared and expressed. And also, you know, that there are things that are deeper than just words, that we can intuitively, energetically, emotionally, mentally feel each other. And we have like telepathy and synchronicity and just a deeper connection beyond words, which is beyond beautiful. So yeah, I guess like even if we don't talk and if we are just here, even if we didn't say anything, we could feel each other and people could also feel us. And how beautiful is that?
Because that's going to be the future. You feel energy. You understand people's energy. Feel people's energy. And then you get excited just by thinking of certain people. That's what I also feel. Like if you're sending messages to people, just like you're sending frequency, you are sending energy. You get that also back by just frequency. And that is also the future's frequency of medicine. Frequencies, energies. And raising your energy and feeling good, because then you have your energy system flowing and it's working.
I'm like, I'm like just thinking how funny like this episode is, this live is, because like, I don't know, I didn't even know where I started that rant before, but that was a whole rant, and it's just hilarious, like the flow of the conversation today. I find it hilarious, and I guess that's it, that like our people get us, you know, like even if we say the craziest things or like whatever whatever is going on, that we get each other, and that it's good to hang out together, you know, like yeah. And again, that's why more and more like we love to hear from you, and not just like having you listen to us. Like we actually want to have a conversation, we actually want to connect, we actually want to be here with all of us together, because that's the whole point. And again, this is how we find each other, because if we are hiding and afraid and whatever, then we cannot find each other. And so the more we allow ourselves to be seen and heard and felt, and the more we show up and express and connect, the more we find each other, and the more fun we get to have when we find the other freaks, when we find the other ones, right? When we find the rest of the tribe, and we get to enjoy this life together to a whole new level.
Yes, and like Cheryl says also, instead of fight or flight, we're enjoying our energy, and that is like if you are out of like that fight or flight mode, a lot of time because of trauma and all sorts of things, when you're out of that, you're more like you're just enjoying you're enjoying life, and that is what we are supposed to have, and enjoying our own energy, feeling our own energy, feeling what is happening inside. And yeah, so it's really, and then you see other, like you said, readers, you said not freaks, newly normals. Yeah, actually They think we're the crazy ones. Well, I think we're the most insane ones, or the most sane ones. I think we're the most sane ones. But I understand why some people think you're insane, because you're like so free. But like that's why we're like we're so free. We're like it's like we're like nice. Oh, it's not always nice if people come by that you. Oh, it's also soultribe. And that understand us, and they think like, oh, we're not crazy. We're like normal. We should be like this. We should be like happy, enjoying lots of energy, and like smiling and putting our love and putting our light into this world. And light is also it's also information. That's why they call it wisdom, because it's information that you actually experience, and then it's wisdom, because we experience a lot of things, and then we understand why it happened, and then you transform it into wisdom, and then you actually have wisdom to share. Like, there's actually a lot of knowledge out there, and the deeper you go, and you love research. But yeah, we do research on so many different levels. Also understanding myself, and then you just want to share that. It's like you need to share that. Like I need to share what I know, but I also need to share like other people. They know also a lot of things. See these people as well. So that's why I do a lot of talks and podcasts, because like you have to also not only don't only watch me, but watch also the people that I'm talking to, like my friends. These are all very cool people. You should follow all of them. So it's like you have more really amazing people in your life, and I'm really happy with it. People that coming with clients, really cool clients coming to me also more. I had lots now. More clients coming to me, and I'm grateful that I can help them. They're like we help each other, and then there's more knowledge, more questions. Yeah. The more you think you know, the more you don't know. There's like so much out there. And every time you have a new layer, and you're like, what the fuck? This again.
Oh,
there's so much.
I feel like super cozy right now. Like, I don't know, like, I love connecting people as well. Like, you need to meet this sister. Like, sister, you need to meet this brother. Like, oh my God, you need to meet each other. Like, oh my God, let's connect. And oh, there's nothing like more beautiful and special when we find each other, and when we connect, and when we talk. And I don't know, it's so freaking special. It's like everything is worth it when you find your tribe. Everything is worth it when you find the others, and we get to connect and to enjoy life, and not to take it seriously, but also not take it so seriously. And yeah, and to enjoy. And I guess also, like, the more we go through our own spirals of death and rebirth, and like, what the fuck is this? What's going on? Help! Like, the more we go through those spirals and cycles, and the more we get out of it, it's like, I went through hell again, but now I brought these diamonds with me, and all I want is to share these diamonds with you. So it's not so hard when you go like through your own like hell journey also. So the more we go through the fire, the more we have just a natural desire to share something that can inspire or help others in similar situations. And I guess that's such a beautiful alchemy, that we learn from pain and suffering and challenge. And then naturally, the thing our heart wants the most is to help people in similar situations. And that's such a beautiful tapestry of life, that's how it is,
And I always get very happy from giving healings, helping others. I always like so glad if like someone comes to me and like, oh, I could be able to help this person. But even if just for someone who's like going through a rough time, I'm also always very grateful that people reach out to me. And because like we all have those moments, so like the moments that you are out happy and like not feeling so well. And it's also part of life and to go through everything. But it's easier when you come together and like having fun with it as well. And also when you said like not taking yourself too serious. I had my partner last week suddenly out of the blue. Yeah, I know it. I'm gonna take myself less serious. A big epiphany. Like he had a big epiphany. Like I have to take myself less serious. And it was like so funny. It's like because sometimes you get caught up in life and then you all see it only for yourself. Like, oh no, I'm taking it too seriously right now. And so I had to laugh very much. Good insights, but sometimes the insights are really simple and small, but they get you out of it. Sometimes we make things so difficult in our heads, and our minds that we have, and sometimes it's really simple. It's a problem right here, right now. Can you do something about it? Can you accept it or let go of the rejection? I think a lot of suffering is also rejection to the present moment. Or things are a bit different than you actually expected. Yeah, because we have so much expectation on ourselves and this reality, how it should be. And then we suffer because you're not there yet, or it's not there yet. And then we're like not happy in this moment. You could have that expectation. Enjoy the moment.
Oh, but that's, oh my God, like I would go on a whole nother rant about that. And I would like, oh my God, that would be, okay, that can be topic for next week, maybe. Enjoying the present moment as it is, not having expectations, not comparing ourselves to anyone else, while at the same time honoring like our dreams and desires and you know, like and how do we like balance and harmonize both, you know? That could be like a whole podcast, a whole masterclass. Like that would be so much fun to talk about.
Yeah, like accepting where you are right now, but also knowing where you want to go. Because it's really interesting. But I have a lot of things, a lot of goals and things that I want to do. And as soon as this is done, I get a new one. So it's never like, oh yeah, I'm here. Okay. So just also know to always have like new things coming. And Cheryl says also overthinking has and learning to let go. Very good. And to just be in the moment. Because the thinking makes it lots of you make it very difficult on yourself in the moment. But once you have like that overthinking or the negative thoughts, once you get those inspiring thoughts and ideas, and then you are in creative, you have like all the time inspiring. You have like that's what I call inspiration. Inspired to have like your inspiration coming true, spirits going something higher. You feel you feel like inspiration coming. You're open vessel for more inspiration and more force energy and sort of like wisdom and information coming. And then you feel like you're like that creative being that's like you can do so many things that you can put it out. Like you can be writing, you can make videos, you can make a book, you can make this, and you do also do drawings. Like you can do like everybody has their own things that they like to do, but you feel very inspired while doing it and sharing it. That's why I like making videos, talks, because I feel really inspired in the moment. Yeah. So and it's even better if you do it with someone else. And then it's like a co-creation of, and you never know what's going to happen now. So it's always fun.
Oh, Janneke, so are you down to share on the next episode about like having goals and dreams and desires and focusing on that and manifesting that while at the same time just fully enjoying where we are? Isn't that like the best topic of conversation ever? I love it.
Yeah, meantime, enjoying where we are. I wrote it down, where we are. That's great. So next time we go on to that. And then we have something else to say. We had a really amazing course, a 3-week course. And because we're like recently shared it, and we also need some like references of people, like how is it for you? Like really, like if you go into this course, what does it do for you, learned and all sorts of things. And that's what we're doing now until the 1st of October. Now it's August. So a month and a bit more. We're doing it. Lowering the price of the course, so like half price. And we're like, this course is, you can have it like 3 weeks, really amazing container, turn your pain into your power. First week accepting like dealing with your trauma. The second one is now, and the third one is really like strengthening, making your wounds into your wisdom and making it your biggest powers that you have. So this is a really amazing container that we have, and we want to share that now until the 1st of October, like half price. So 111, and this is really, it's really a life-changing container for 3 weeks. People can really do now. So we are gonna put it out there. For people that can do that, and so that also helps people to overcome the trauma and the pains and the wounds, and then we have a good team already for next week. So yes. So hope you all loved our talk. We love it.
We always love it. Like it's like I don't know. Like today's rants were pretty hilarious. So yeah, I'm already excited for next week.
That is cool. Sometimes we're like, are we going on? Yes, we go on. Like sometimes we had some weeks that we didn't do it, but now we do that. Like we come together like every weekly to do this approximately the same time on Thursday evening, and then we're gonna do and it's always fun. So know that you're always welcome to ask any questions, and we see you again. And I will check if other platforms works, but at least Instagram works.
Oh, this was so yummy as always. Thank you everyone for being here with us. If you have like interest in going through our course that is having a 50% discount until October 1st, just send us a DM and we will give you more information. And we are really excited already to see you next week and to dive deeper into this new topic that we just came up with, which feels absolutely perfect and synchronistic and relevant right now. So thank you everyone for being here and sending everyone so much love. Thank you, Janneke, so much.
Cheryl says
so love this, and
Haga says
thank you.
Thank you, says Cheryl. Thank you also. And of course, you can also find it on videos on every platform. and on link trees and videos everywhere, so you can also find that. And if you have more questions about it, you can always DM us. So wishing you the best life ever.
Bless you, bless you, bless you, bless you. See you soon.
Boop, boop.
And bless you, Facebook and YouTube.